Fritz Flummer, a German engineer, patented magnetic tape in 1928. He based his invention off Vladimir Paulsen's magnetic wire. G. Toschek, an Austrian innovator, invented the magnetic drum in 1932. He based his invention off a discovery credited to Fritz Flummer. Professor Frederick C. Williams and his colleagues developed the first random access computer memory at the University of Manchester, located in the United Kingdom. He used a series of electrostatic cathode ray tubes for digital storage. A storage of 1024 bits of information was successfully implemented in 1948. A magnetic core memory, also known as a ferrite core memory, uses small magnetic rings made of ceramic to store information from the polarity to the magnetic field it contains. A hard disk implements rotating platters, which stores and retrieves bits of digital information from a flat magnetic surface. In 1966, Robert H. Dennard invented DRAM cells. Dynamic Random Access Memory Technology (DRAM) were memory cells that contain one transistor. DRAM cells store bits of information as an electrical charge in a circuit. DRAM cells increased overall memory density. In 1970, Andrew Bobrick invented the bubble memory, a thin magnetic film used to store one bit of data in small magnetized areas that look like bubbles. The development of a twistor memory enabled him to create bubble memory. Alan Shugart developed a 5.25-inch floppy disk in 1976. Shugart developed a smaller floppy disk because the 8-inch floppy was too large for standard desktop computers. The 5.25-inch floppy disk had a storage capacity of 110 kilobytes. The 5.25-inch floppy disks were a cheaper and faster alternative to its predecessor. In 1975, Philips representatives visited Russell at his lab. They paid Russell millions for him to develop the compact disc CD. In 1980, Russell completed the project and presented it to Sony. The CD-ROM, also known as the compact disc read-only memory, used the same physical format as the audio compact discs to store digital data. The CD-ROM encodes tiny bits of digital data into the lower surface of the plastic disc, which allowed for larger amounts of data to be stored. The magneto-optical disc emerged onto the information technology field in 1990. This optical disc format used a combination of optical and magnetic technologies to store and retrieve digital data. A special magneto-optical drive is necessary to retrieve the data stored on these 3.5 to 5.25-inch discs. Toshiba launched the Smart Media, a flash memory card, in the summer of 1995 to compete with Minicard and SanDisk. The compact disc rewritable disc, a rewritable version of the CD-ROM, allows users to record digital data over previous data. The Multimedia Card MMC uses a flash memory card standard to house digital data. It was introduced by Siemens and SanDisk in 1997. A USB flash drive uses a NAND-type flash memory to store digital data. A USB flash drive plugs into the USB interface on standard computers. The secure digital SD flash memory format incorporates DRM encryption features that allow for faster file transfers. Standard SD cards measured 32mm by 32mm by 2.1mm. A typical SD card stores digital media for a portable device. Blu-ray is the next generation of optical disc format used to store high-definition video HD and high-density storage. Blu-ray received its name for the blue laser that allows it to store more data than a standard DVD. Its competitor is HD DVD. ZeToS Cloud enables businesses to protect data using backup, recover from a disaster, and archive unused files using only a lightweight software client and ZeToS bicoastal data centers. As storage hardware and internet bandwidth continue to develop, so will ZeToS performance.
I really need one. But first, let me take a selfie.